back to the program. Hockey Central around the table. Merrick, Stewart, Bourne, and our producer, Matt Marchese.
He's back.
Like a vertebrae, and he's got questions.
Always have questions.
Conclude the show with Matty has questions.
All right. This is a really simple one, but I'm assuming you guys are all going to have different answers. But what is the biggest issue surrounding the Leafs right now? Like, if you had to pick one.
You want me to lead this off? I'm getting looks here.
Go for it.
I think it's just puck retrievals on the forecheck, which is why the Zach Hyman is going to be the cure-all. But right now,
the new age Cam Neely is going to come and solve all of our woes.
Solve
Tom
them
Wilson
all.
2.0.
But getting the puck back is a big deal because you need to have guys like Tavares and Marner when he's healthy. They need to have the puck, and they don't have the puck enough right now.
They've been fixing it as of late, but for me, it's attention to detail in the defensive end of the game. So too many times early on in the season, they would be getting scored on first, second, third shots, just not really paying attention to their assignments. D were getting split up the middle a bunch of times. They're doing trying to go for track meets. So attention to detail for me, but they're fixing it up as of late.
The psychology of the back-to-back game. It seems as if in a lot of ways the Maple Leafs are getting in their own way about back-to. That's why I brought it up earlier. How much does that get into your head? You know, you march into what you think is going to be, sniper rifles in these back-to-backs, and you're just, playing as if you just don't want to embarrass yourself because it's almost a default position that you are going to lose. Back-to-back games, which in turn leads into backup net mining with Michael Hutchison waived today, I would suspect. That goes away to try to solve that.
So lots of talk today about McDavid and Draisaitl. What is the best line in hockey right now? Is it McKinnon, Rantanen, Landeskog, and again, when healthy, Bergeron, Marchand, Pasternak, or McDavid, Draisaitl, and whoever the heck else they want to put on that line?
For me, it's the Boston line. For me, it's the
mem shows.
So many different personalities on that line too. Brad Marchand, who I had, by the way, number second on my Hart Trophy ballot last year. That's how strongly I feel about Brad Marchand. And then you have the possession monster in Patrice Bergeron. And then you have the worst tape job in the NHL in David Pasternak, who wakes up in the morning, puts on his pants, and scores all the goals.
Yeah, same thing. And what I like about that line is they can kill you, different ways. They can kill you on the rush. They can kill you down low. They could score goals on the power play, penalty kill, shorthanded. They're a threat. Obviously, 2 of the 3. So they can score goals different ways, and that's why, for me, they're the top line.
They are for sure.
Come on, do it. Something else.
I will. I'll take Colorado. I'll take the Colorado trio just because I don't think they've had the opportunity to prove themselves like the Boston line has had. We've seen the Boston line in the biggest stage into playoffs. Colorado is just coming into their own as a team. And I think Landeskog can be that sort of Bergeron for that line, play the two-way game fully. I think Rantanen can be the guy who just gets them points. I think McKinnon can be the unstoppable force that drives the line. There's so much with that line that I think once they're around for a longer period of time, we'll come to consider them as good as that Boston.
Honorable mention to the Matthews line.
Because Austin Matthews
card.
He's in the top 3 and not 3?
Yes.
Who is the most underappreciated player in the NHL? It could be a goalie, too. For me, it's Freddie Anderson, because you see what Freddie Anderson means to this Leaf team every night he doesn't play.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
I'll
just take a young guy who I mentioned earlier in the show, in Cale Makar. I can't watch an Avalanche game without being like, oh my, this guy's going to win a couple of Norris trophies. Like, I really think he's that special as a defenseman.
Thomas Greiss.
Ooh,
I don't know that
Jeff-
there's a
Jeff
more
loves him.
underrated, honestly, Thomas Greiss. I know there was a blip on the radar 2 years ago, but that was with both our goaltenders for whatever reason. To me, Thomas Greiss, and specifically this year where he has been outstanding on what has been the team and the story of the season so far, the Islanders. Matty, you know how much I love Thomas Greiss. To me, it's Thomas Greiss. Islanders, not minor.
I don't know why this name's sticking out for me is Brendan Gallagher, just based on the fact that he's scoring big goals. He's not the biggest guy. He's going to the net, playing that grunt hockey game, scoring big goals for Montreal. So for me, it's Brendan Gallagher. What about you?
Come on, Matty.
Mine was Freddie Anderson.
Oh, Freddie.
I don't even think you see what this guy means to this Leaf team every time he doesn't play, and he's been their best player since the beginning of the season. I don't even think it's close. But the last one that I got here, because we got a couple minutes. So Disney is looking to reboot the Mighty Ducks franchise in a TV series form. If they don't have some of the original cast members, forget it. But other than Slapshot, what is your favorite hockey movie? Because I believe if we went around the table, Slapshot would be the prohibitive favorite.
Are there other hockey movies than Slapshot?
What are
Young-
these other
Youngblood?
hockey movies you speak
Youngblood?
of? I'm
Oh, I guess
unfamiliar.
Youngblood has to be the runaway.
Junior
actually,
bus
at that
rides
point.
was Slapshot basically every time. Our coach mandated that we watch it.
We weren't
before
allowed to watch it in Kingston because there was a rumor that our GM and coach was in Slapshot, and that's why he banned it.
Who, Matty?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I've never even asked to try to debunk the rumor, but that was the rumor. That's why we weren't allowed to watch it.
Here's an even bigger question for Slapshot. Sorry, we're totally
That's
hijacking
fine. No,
your
that's fine.
question.
It's Slapshot.
What is the right age to show your children the movie?
You can't.
We have young boys. There has to be a number where we let them see
I got
it.
nine-year-old boy, a 7-year-old boy, and a 3-year-old girl. At
So
what
no.
point should I
Once you're in
unleash,
junior hockey,
unleash
junior
Slapshot?
hockey, junior hockey.
Let them see it on the bus, not with mom and dad.
Yeah, no, definitely not with mom.
I'm
and
just
dad.
would be
thinking like the
awkward.
beginning scene. You can't watch the.
Stu, you can't watch any of it. In reality, you can't watch
Maybe
any
a couple
of
of
it.
scenes with Jim Carr, but that might be it.
Just a heavily edited Slapshot would, I don't know.
Not the same.
Can't
When it's
watch
on
the
t-
fashion show scene. You can't
Wiggle it on.
Yeah, what can you show?
Very little.
The
Very
part-
little.
the only part
I'll
when he-
say 18.
Yeah, when he walks into the bar and he says, "You got to work on the power play." Yeah.
Yeah,
We're working on
it.
We're working on it. We're working on this show, and we're back at it tomorrow. Noon to 2. Thanks for joining us, all of you. Hockey Central, Sportsnet 590, The Fan, simulcast on Sportsnet and the NHL Network.